boys and girls, now listen. I figured I'd do an extra YouTube video on paper mache because some of the people have been asking me to look at the consistency of the paper mache because they're really worried about what it looks like. Okay, so what I just did with the class in here, I went and took the flour and I just dumped a bunch in here. And then I went over and I just poured some water in here. And then I took an end of a paintbrush. But if you have a whisk at home, you know what those are, or just a spoon's better than a paintbrush. Just start stirring it. And then mine looked like biscuits. So that's like not thin enough. So I went back and I added some more water. And then I kept stirring until it became liquid. Now zoom in on that for me. See how liquidy that is? That's what you're looking for, okay? So at that point, all you do is you get your paper. Now I prefer newspaper when I work with this, and this is just a piece of copy paper that I grabbed. Just tear it into strips. All right, we're back. So anyway, I just got some paper that I cut into a strip, and you're gonna stick it down in there. Now look at it. It's really goopy. Just see how that looks? Now, I'm gonna take my fingers, and I'm gonna just kind of get some of that off of there, because you don't really want a bunch. And I just grabbed a cup, and then I'm gonna lay this around it, and I'm just going to smooth it out. See how I did that? So if I want to continue and show you some more, of course this is really messy because you can obviously see that it's a mess. Woo! And then you're going to lay it on there, and I like to overlap it just slightly. And you can see when you have clumps of the dough on there, you just kind of spread. Are you getting real close up to that? Okay. And then you just keep working it until it is completely covered. And then you have to give yourself time to dry. So you can see where I've got to the top of that cup now. It's looking better. But it's best if you can spread out the paper as well so it doesn't look like it's like sticking up. And if you can get some of the excess off of it, it's fine. And if you don't, that's okay too. All right, guys. So I hope that helps you all. Now make sure you let it dry for about 24 hours before you add paint to it, because that's a big deal too, because you don't want it to be where it is going to be wet while you're trying to paint it. All right, y'all. See you, and I get excited about what it's going to be looking like. All right, toodaloo.